I know that you tired. I know you tired of showing up and feeling like you're not really getting no results. I know you tired of living and feeling regretful from the mistakes that you made. I know you tired. I know you tired. But this is your message for the day. Don't give up. You have to keep the faith, you know? Nobody said that this journey was going to be easy, you know? But I promise you it's worth it. I promise you it's worth it. And the only way that you're going to know that it's worth it is if you get to the other side. And the only way to get to the other side is by not quitting. You can't quit while you're halfway through. You can't give up on yourself while you're halfway through. You have to finish the race. And the good thing about the race is that it don't have to be a sprint. You don't have to just go 100%. Sometimes you just have to jog. As long as you keep moving though, and you keep trusting God on the process, you know, it's a marathon for real. It's a marathon. You don't got to figure everything out in one day. You don't have to fix your whole life in one day. Everything takes time. Everything is a process, you know? And you have to be proud of yourself because you are not the same person that you were 6 months ago or 1 year ago. Like the version of you today, you're literally living an answered prayer. That's success right there. Don't let the world define your version of success. You're literally living in an answered prayer today. That's a blessing. So I know that you're tired, but you got to keep going. You got to keep going because you know what? Your future life is better than your past. And you have to believe in your future more than your past. And the way that you believe in your future more than your past is that you show up every day and you give it 100%. You give it all that you can, no matter what. And every day not going to be a perfect day, and that's okay. We don't have to have perfect days every day. It's not about being perfect, right? It's about being persistent. It's about showing up. It's about putting the work in, working on yourself, getting closer to your dreams and to your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about just being perfect, man. We human. We gonna have those days where we're tired, where we don't have the energy. But that's why you gotta have faith. That's why you have to keep showing up no matter what. You gotta show up tired. You gotta show up when you alone. You gotta do it while you scared, while you broke. Y'all, it's 5 a.m. where I'm at right now. I've been up for almost 24 hours. I'm tired. But I'm like, nah. Because I prayed to get here. I prayed to become a woman who could take action like this. I prayed to God to overcome the spirit of doubt and the spirit of fear. I prayed to break those covenants. I fasted for this, yo. And yes, I'm tired, but you know what? I'm in my purpose now. I'm doing something that I've wanted to do for so long. I had to fight tooth and nail to get here, just to gain the courage to get on here. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself because you're tired. Because sometimes you're not even tired. Sometimes you're just so used to going back to your comfortable self. You feel me? Sometimes it don't feel familiar to put in the work because you're so used to just winging it. You're so used to staying in your comfort zone. When God calls you, it's gonna feel uncomfortable. You know, when you're called for more, it's not gonna feel easy at first. You're literally breaking the chains of laziness and procrastination of years of just programming off you. So it's gonna be resistance at first. It is. But every time you show up, every time you say no to your old self, you breaking the chains off you. You're literally rewiring your mindset. You know? This video is for you because I get it. I know you're tired, but you're not done yet. You're not gonna quit on yourself. Like, you've worked extremely too hard. You feel me? Like, you've come too far. Think about where you were. Like, we so focused on where we're trying to go. And I mean, it's good to have dreams and aspirations, but you have to think about where you once were. That version of you, that lower self, you've come a long way. You can't stop midway. God already promised you what he gonna give you, so you gotta keep going. You gotta keep trusting the process, no matter what it looks like. It ain't gonna always look pretty. It's not gonna always feel good. It's not gonna always be the most ideal situation. But that's what makes the journey worth it. That's what makes the journey the journey. You know, you have to embrace the process, the ups and downs of it. Because when you get to tell your story, it'll be more authentic because you lived it. You've been through it. You got a testimony. You feel me? If it was all easy, like, nobody want to hear an easy story. I don't want to hear an easy story. I want to know how hard it was. Like, I'm documenting my journey right now. I just told y'all, I've been up for almost 24 hours, you know, working on myself, getting things in alignment. I done felt every emotion today because I'm like, God, this is hard. You feel me? I don't want to make a video today, but I prayed to be a woman that's in purpose and to have impact over people. And I see God working in my life. How dare I give up? How dare I quit because I'm tired? You know what I'm saying? Like, how dare I? After I prayed and I fasted and God lifted those chains off me. How dare I? That's nothing but the enemy. And that's why you got to stay tapped in. You got to stay tapped in. You got to stay working on yourself. You got to protect what's coming into you. You feel me? That's why it's so important to pay attention to the conversations you having, to the company that you keep, because everything's a vessel. You have to deposit good things and motivating things into your spirit, because the journey is not easy. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And you're worth it. You know, that life that you want, it wants you back. But you got to get to the other side. You got to get to the other side, man. And what's important is that you show up when you don't want to. That's what's really going to break the chains. When you don't want to do it, that's when you got to lock in. I might just do 2 videos today because I really want this. I want this. I want what God wants for me. And I want to show God that I'm ready for it. I'm not going to always feel good. Like, life is not going to always be perfect. Everything is happening for you. Even when you feel the resistance of life, it's all for your greater good. You got to change your perspective. You got to have gratitude for everything, every obstacle, every setback, every hardship. You have to understand that it's all working for you and for your favor. But you got to have that faith. You got to stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you spiritually low, you're not going to be able to see the beauty. You know, you're not going to be able to see the opportunity in the obstacle. You're not going to be able to see the blessing. You're not going to be able to see that, hey, this is a season of development and not delay. You're not going to be able to realize that, like, yeah, you may have been delayed, but it's not denial. Your failure is not final. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is perspective. What is God doing for me right now? I'm tired. But you know what? 2 years ago, I would have went straight to bed. I would have been done because I'm tired. I'm tired. Nah, I'm in purpose. I'm tired, but I'm in purpose. I gotta go serve God people. You feel me? I prayed for this, yo. What have you prayed for? You know, you gotta understand that, like, we are literally living in an answered prayer. That's why it's so important to have gratitude, because you are not the version of you that you once were. And you get so caught up on where you're trying to go, you'll forget where you came from. And that's a fact. Like, just thinking about that, it wires me up, because I'm like, man, I remember my old self. And the fact that I'm showing up today and I'm pushing through, that means you can do the same thing. If I can do it, if I can overcome what I had to overcome, you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. I don't know where you at in life. I don't know what you're going through, but I believe in you. And I know that you can do it. I know you can break free and get to the other side. Whatever you're struggling with. Sometimes you might just have to come across a video like this to help you just get through the day. Get through the moment. You don't got to figure out your whole life in one day. You can take this thing called life day by day. And God will hold your hand along the way. You ain't got to do this by yourself. Who told you that? Who told you that you have to figure it all out in one day? That's impossible. So keep trusting yourself. Keep showing up. You know, keep putting the reps in. And just remember, all it takes is one win to change your life and to change your situation. All it takes is for you to show up on a day where you really don't want to show up, and everything fall into alignment. You never know what's on the other side of you just showing up. Doing it when you're tired. Showing up when you're sick. Believing in yourself even when you don't have everything that you need to take the step. Showing up when you're tired is an act of faith. God don't need you to have it all figured out. But can you show up? Can you do your part? God trying to bless you. God trying to give you more. God want to unlock another level of you, but can you at least show up? That's the hardest part. It's just showing up. Showing up. You know, God, you ain't got to figure out your whole life and situation by yourself. You're not designed to do it I'm telling you, trust God, trust the process, pray often, pray every day. Why am I saying often? Pray every day. Like, let's stop playing around with our spiritual life, bro. We gotta be tapped in. If we gonna be on our purpose together, we have to stay tapped in. And I'm holding y'all accountable because I'm holding myself accountable. Like, I don't move the same when I'm not praying, when I'm not fasting, when I'm not tapped in. When I'm praying and I'm fasting, I feel elite. I feel supernatural because I am. You know? So trust your process, man. We got a long journey ahead of us, but you're not alone. You're not alone because I'm documenting my journey. I'm showing you the ups and downs. I told you I'm tired right now, man. But you know what? I prayed to be in purpose. I prayed for it. I prayed to have food on this plate. I prayed to eat. Now it's time to eat. So I'm going to show up. I'm going to do my part. And I'm going to trust God along the way. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up on yourself. You come too far. Keep trusting the process and keep showing up. It works or it works. And you got to have that mindset. You got to know that no matter what, this is going to work out for you because everything is working for you.